Hi, my name's Christine Collymore, and I work at the University of Northampton. And I hope that you'll find this short presentation useful for deciding the continuation of your learning journey and entry into an exciting career. I'd like to ask you a few questions first. Do you want to work with people? Have you got good communication skills? Do you believe that you're a good listener? Do you like variety? Do you have an interest in wanting to improve society? Do you have an interest in supporting people to realize their potential? And do you like to find out information? If so, consider working in the social care and health sector and studying for the BSc Applied Social Care and Health degree. So you may be asking, why this degree? Well, it's only 2 years. Traditionally, it's usually 3 years, but we realise that we need skilled and knowledgeable people out in the sector. So we've actually devised a programme that takes place over 2 years. We'll be looking at current issues, actually getting people from within the field to come in and speak to you. You'll be able to develop your knowledge and skills around the sector, but also practically understand the reasoning behind why people do the things they do and actually be able to put those particular ideas into practice. And of course, you will have access to a wide range of careers. I just want to tell you about some of the areas that we're looking at within the programme. We know that when people come from school or from college, that there's a difference in when you go to a different learning environment. And that academic and professional skills is really that module where we'll be able to help go from where you are to more the academic level. You'll also have a chance to look at a wide provision of different settings within social care and health. We'll also concentrate on working with others. And so that's the collaborative working in social care, because you'll probably understand, if you're already looking at this field, that there's a wealth of different people that you could be working with. And we give you ways of how you can do that. We know that obviously you have your particular surroundings, you live in a particular community, but of course, we're having a much more global perspective, and we'll be looking at different services, different areas within the world internationally. Then when you go on to level 5, you're looking more now at the theories behind leadership and actually managing services. And linked to that, we'll be looking at how can these organisations, these services survive in this particular climate at the moment. And so we'll be focusing on that sustainability element. Of course, you need finance in order to keep services running. And so we'll have a module around looking at bidding and looking at fundraising. We already talked about the theory element of being a leader and a manager, but this particular module at level 5 will actually help you to put that into practice. How you can be more effective manager, but also be an inspiring leader. When you get to level 6, this is where you really focus on the business skills. And we look at social entrepreneurship. And that's really where you start to look at innovative services, something that's new, something that's different, something that's required within the sector. Alongside that, you'll be also looking at research methods and undertaking a research project. And I'm hoping that this particular slide will actually just kind of bring that all together, that you'll be looking at a wide range of different things. And so you'll probably find, like it is in the sector, that no two sessions will be the same. So you may be thinking, okay, I've done this degree, what can I do with this? Well, I've just listed here a few of those areas that you could be looking at. So you could go into management, and that could be managing teams, it could be managing services across all different types of settings. There'll also be the opportunity to start something up for yourself if you have those kind of ambitions. You could be working in social care and health support, in advocacy. That's when you're actually representing other people that may not be able to do so themselves. You could be looking at commissioning. That's usually a role within a local authority where you're looking at services and looking at what's needed. You could be working in administration, fundraising, therapy, working within the housing sector, working in community development, or even if you decide you may want to go into training. Although I've mentioned the different roles, as you could probably imagine, there's a whole range of different settings or places that people can actually work in. So if you're a social entrepreneur or you developed your own business, you could be working from your own office. But you could also find yourself in places like GP surgeries, working in people's homes, or you may be working for a care service, and so you're actually based in their office. You could be working in hospitals, whether that's the NHS or private hospitals. You could be working in a prison, working for local government and local authorities. There's also the opportunities to work in residential and nursing care homes. And there's outreach work where you may be working with homeless people, for instance, and actually working with them in their own environment. Of course, we will be having expectations, as I'm sure you'll have from us, but we'll also have expectations from you as well. And so we'll be looking for your commitment, your ability to want to work and have that experience within the sector. And you could be working with adults, you could be working with young people, you could be working with people with disabilities, you could be working with people who have mental health issues or may have a learning disability. There's just a wide range of people. You will need to be able to work with others. But there will be times when you work on your own, but there'll be times when you have to work as part of a team or actually work in conjunction with other people. And obviously, if you're working with service users, then you'll be working with them too. You will need to participate. In other words, get involved, whether it's about lectures or whether it's about doing volunteering, or it may be a case of that you get involved with the university-led initiatives as well. But key thing that we really stress on is about sharing and learning from others. So from a university point of view, we'll provide the support, and that will be across different areas, whether it's about finance, whether it's about needing someone to talk to, whether it may be needing mental health support. You've also got a social environment. And if you know the university, you'll know it's quite new, it's quite bright, and it's quite open, and there's a whole range of different facilities available. We'll have an interactive learning approach, and that way, we're not just talking to you, we're actually getting you involved and for you to do some of that thinking too and that contribution. You'll also have opportunities to gain awards. And if it's still going, the incentive, you'll have access to a free laptop too. For more information about all the social care programs, please check the University of Northampton website. But please put any of your questions in the chat box. And I'm really waiting to hear from you. Thank you for listening and enjoy the rest of your evening.